Hi and welcome to this week's vlog. This week I thought I would share a week in the life of post-surgery recovery. So watch along to see what I get up to in the immediate week after having yet another operation.
She likes oversharing with outfits and swearing, admiring her tats while she plays with all her cats. Her disability gives her superpower agility to holiday and live the right way.
So my second surgery of 2023 was yesterday. Pretty simple one, as surgeries I've had go. I was having screws and plates that were put into my ankle in 2021, right in the middle of the pandemic. I had them taken out. They've been causing me some problems. They were a bit worried that they were damaging the joint and just sort of making things worse. So they've taken the screws and the plate out in the hopes that that helps. So I was admitted onto the day case unit yesterday at 7:15. I didn't go down for my surgery until after lunch because they bumped me for a more anxious patient. I think because I squashed my anxieties inside. They thought I was maybe a bit chiller than I was, but it's fine. I didn't mind. If somebody's in more need than I am, fine, that's fine. So yeah, I eventually went down, I think about 1:30 maybe, and I went into the anaesthetic room, which as always is where I absolutely lose my shit. And then I did some crying and it all got a bit dramatic. Luckily everyone was really nice. It took a couple of goes to cannulate me. They did have to get the ultrasound machine out because I am very difficult to cannulate. But eventually they got it all to work. They got the cannula in and yeah, sorted me all out. And then I came round in recovery a bit later. Luckily, as it was only a day case and I am full weight bearing following this surgery, I was allowed to come home. So I came home last night. It was all right. You know, I'm in pain. I did manage to break the towel rail off the wall, sort of leaning on it to get off the toilet, which was a bit of a nightmare, but can't be helped. So this morning I've had a wash because I can't get the bandage wet at the moment. I do have a limbo. I'm going to try and have a shower when I'm feeling a bit more mobile. But at the moment I am settled on the bed with two of the cats. There's, oh, it's my hot water bottle. There's Figaro. There is Mallory. The kittens are bombing about somewhere. I've got a cup of tea. I've got a lemon muffin. And I'm going to have a look on Netflix and decide what I want to watch. So yeah, day one post-surgery is currently uncomfortable and a bit painful, but we'll see how we get on. So it's the afternoon on the day after my surgery. I am pretty tired, but every time I've tried to sort of like have a nap, it's just not really worked out. I'm on the bed with my hot water bottle still, and there's some cats under this blanket. There's a cat here and there's a cat in the window. I've just booked with my GP to have my stitches out in a couple of weeks, so that's really good. I'm hoping I can take the big bandage off of my foot sort of by the end of the weekend. The nerve block and the anaesthetic and everything is starting to wear off now, so my foot is pretty painful, and the cat did jump right on it earlier, which was helpful. But yeah, it's not as numb now, so it's not like as dead, so it does feel a little bit easier to walk, but it is more painful. So yeah, I'm not really doing a lot this day after surgery. I want to sort of, I've got to keep it elevated for 48 hours. So I'm just sort of concentrating on doing that, trying not to move around too much, trying not to push myself too quickly. But there you go. So not really doing a lot. I'm just sort of flicking through Netflix, finding rubbish things to watch because I'm just not in the mood to concentrate on anything. But there we go. I will check in with you later. So it is Saturday evening. It is the second full day following my surgery. I haven't done anything today. I did get dressed. I had a wash and got dressed earlier, but I'm back in my pyjamas now. my bowel issues are in full force, which is always fun when you've got a useless leg. But yeah, the sort of nerve block and all the anaesthetic and all the painkillers have completely worn off now, so my foot is uncomfortable. It is a little bit easier to walk today though, which is good. I'm hoping tomorrow to be able to find my limbo, which I'll show you tomorrow, so I can have a proper shower. I've also ordered some chibi grip because the big bandage can hopefully come off tomorrow, and if I've got some chibi grip just to protect the dressing, it means I can get my Crocs on and I can walk a little bit easier, hopefully. But yeah, I'm feeling really sorry for myself today. I wasn't feeling very well this morning. I felt very sick. I've slept a little bit on and off, and I have sort of been thinking worst case scenario, what if this doesn't work? So I've just been feeling a bit sorry for myself today. I'm hoping to do something constructive tomorrow, something to, I don't know, keep my mind a bit busier. I've just basically watched TV all day today. Yeah, I'm not in a great mood. So join me tomorrow, and hopefully day 3 post-surgery I will be in a slightly better mood. We'll see. Night night. Good morning. It is the third day after my surgery. I have been awake since 5. I woke up with the cats are fighting. I woke up with really bad bladder pain, which was just indescribably painful. So I'm pretty tired. I went back to sleep for about an hour at 8 o'clock. And then I got up so I could have a shower and wash my hair and stuff. So we got the limbo out. So yeah, basically it keeps everything dry and able to have a shower. So I'll leave the website for that below so you can go and check it out if it's something you ever need following surgery. They're really useful. After my shower, where I washed my hair, I felt a little bit better. So I managed to wash my hair. I then took the big bandage off of my foot. It was covered in sort of gauze and like padding and then a bandage. So I've taken all of that off because they told me to take that off today. I've got to be really careful of the wound because I've had a lot of surgeries on that ankle now in that same place. So the skin and the tissue and the nerve and everything's quite damaged. I'll be really careful. So I can't get my shoes and stuff on just yet. I've ordered some chibi grip just to give me a little bit of support, and I can put that bandage back on if I need to, but I've got some chibi grip, so I'm hoping that later on with the chibi grip I can get my Crocs on and get around a little bit easier again. But yeah, I was hoping to have a bit more of a constructive day today, but I'm tired. It's raining. I feel pretty, yeah, we'll see. Maybe I might do something later. Neil's just popped out for a couple of hours. When he gets back, I'm gonna have some fruit or something. I've just had a cup of tea. I've got my hot water bottle, which I could do with 2 because I could do with one for my bladder pain and one for my stomach, but there you go. But yeah, it's chucking it down. It's pretty miserable. I'm feeling pretty sorry for myself. But I'm glad I managed to have a shower and stuff. Standing up and moving about is like a lot easier. It's uncomfortable. It's not overly painful, and I've certainly been in more pain following surgeries. It just all feels a little bit weird at the minute. So yeah, there we go. So I am up and about today. Well, I plan to be up and about today, but I haven't actually been downstairs yet. I've got my both Crocs on today. There's one. There's the other. And I've got my chibi grip on my ankle that's been operated on. And I thought it would be okay. So they told me sort of not to have anything rubbing on the wound, and I thought my Crocs would be alright, but actually they're sort of barely touching the wound, but it's kind of painful. It's more difficult to walk than I thought it would be. But I think it's getting used to it again. It's getting used to a new way of walking again. So yeah, it is I don't know, it's Monday. Neil's gone back to work today. I'm on my own today. I am weight bearing this time around, so I can sort of fend for myself, which I'm going to go and do now. I am going to go and get something to eat and get a cup of tea. There's Taco. Hey buddy. Oh, okay. Yep, there we go. So I'm gonna go and head downstairs now. I'm gonna be careful because I'm on my own. I'm not great on my legs at the minute, so I'm gonna be really careful. But yeah, I'm gonna go and get something to eat, get a drink, go up and down the stairs on my own. It was my plan to spend some time downstairs today, but I don't know. Yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna go downstairs now, get something to eat and go from there, I guess. But this is sort of, I'll just show you, this is kind of how I'm walking at the minute. So it's quite, yeah, every step sort of rubbing a little bit at the minute. So no, I might need to rethink the footwear maybe. We'll see. I'll check in with you later. Hello, it is, what day is it? It's Tuesday. My surgery was on Thursday. So it's been the best part of a week since my surgery. Every morning I get up and I think, right, I'm gonna do something productive today. Not gonna waste my time, and then I don't do anything, and then I feel bad because I haven't done anything, and it's just hard. Recovering from any surgery is really tough, and I recovered from a lot of surgeries, and I think every time I guess I punish myself. I'm really harsh on myself in terms of like how I should be recovering and getting on with things. I don't know, it's hard, it's really hard. So anyway, this morning I got up and decided to have a shower. So I got the limbo out, so I thought I would show you the limbo. So these are readily available online, and I will drop a link for the limbos below. You can get these on prescription under certain circumstances. So for example, where I work, we have people that have like central lines, midlines and PICs and stuff, and you can get midlines, you can get limbos that cover those, so you can shower when you've got those in, but you can also get them for your arms, for your legs. Basically it's like a plastic cover that goes over your cast, so it keeps it completely dry. It's got this like rubber seal at the top that once it's over you, so once you've picked the right size, this creates a seal around your skin, and then you can basically have a bath, have a shower, and this is sort of completely durable. It's a really sort of thick double lined walled plastic, and then this like rubber seal just sort of seals around. This one's designed for your leg, so this seal goes around my thigh and it creates like a watertight seal basically. So this is the limbo. This is a lower leg one, and as you can see it is pretty big. It fits, like when I've got a full cast on, it fits the full cast in there. So limbos are really great if you've had a surgery, you've got a cast, you can't get limb or part of your body wet. Definitely go and check out the limbo site, because the limbos are really great. We've been using these since like I was a kid. We first discovered these when I was in hospital when I was a kid, and we've used them ever since. They're really long lasting. I've had this one for about 3 ankle surgeries now, and it's still going really strong. And then once you've sort of showered, you just hang it up to dry, and they're great. So yeah, I popped that on this morning, had a shower. I didn't wash my hair because I didn't need washing and it takes too long, quite frankly. But yeah, that's it. And then, like I said, I had plans to try and do something today, and actually I guess I've not really been sleeping that well, and I had like a, I don't know, like a 3-hour nap, which when I woke up I felt really bad about, because I feel like I'm just wasting my day almost. But then I also have to remember that I'm on sick leave. I am recovering from a surgery that I had like less than a week ago, and whilst it wasn't sort of, my shoe's full enough, whilst it wasn't sort of one of the biggest surgeries I've had, it was still a major surgery. I don't react well to general anaesthetics and they really do take it out of me. So sort of, I've got to try and go easy on myself, but I don't know. I also don't want to go easy on myself because I'm like a really shitty person and I don't deserve a break, really, I guess. Anyway, yeah, so recovery is going okay. It is sore today, sort of my ankle. The best way to describe it is it feels like a burning itch inside my foot. I think is just the part of the healing process. I've still got the original dressing that they put on it, and tomorrow I am going to change that dressing just so I can check that it's not infected, there's no infection, there's no redness, because at the minute I haven't seen the wound, and just the fact that it is a little bit sore and itchy, I think tomorrow I will just lift that original dressing up and just, you know, check everything's okay. We'll see how it goes. It certainly hasn't oozed or anything like that. But yeah, it is pretty sore today. The backs of my hands are sort of quite sore from where they tried to cannulate me and failed, so my hands are bruised and they're quite sore. Other than that, the only other thing I've been doing today is trying to capture my cat's paw prints on these like self-inking pad things I got to capture their paw and nose prints. It's not that easy to capture their paw prints. So yeah, I haven't really got a plan for the rest of the day. I'm gonna have a wee. That's my next firm plan. I guess I'll decide where to go from there. Yeah, it's hard. Recovering from surgery is hard. Whilst I have my husband and my mum and that, and my brother is like a support network, I'm feeling a bit lonely, I guess. So just to ease my guilt a little bit about being a total burden, I've just put all the clean underwear away, and I've just put a load of washing on in the machine to wash, so I feel like I've done something. And then I found these, which are like little watercolour pads, but you get the paint sort of comes on the thing with it. So I've got my watercolour paintbrush, which holds the water in the end, and I thought I might do one of these. I thought something creative that's easy to do, I think, because these are for kids. I thought something creative and easy to do would sort of distract me for half an hour. Yeah, so I'm gonna do one of these now. Sit down for a bit. Sort of going up and down the stairs there to put the washing on is sort of has taken it out of me a bit. Everything is like so much effort. Being disabled is like a full-time job, so anything else on top of that is just overtime that I don't get paid for, sadly. So yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of painting now and see how I feel later. Good morning. It is 6 days, I think. I don't know. 6 days since my surgery. I'm feeling pretty buzzed at the moment. I have not been sleeping well at all. Last night I didn't go to sleep until like 3:30, 4 o'clock. I was in a lot of pain. I was too hot. The cats were like because just, you know, the way they need to lie in the bed with us. So I didn't sleep well. I was up early. I've got a headache. So I'm feeling pretty like, I don't know, like buzzed. I feel wired. So that this is gonna wear off fairly soon and I'm gonna be exhausted. But anyway, I am downstairs at the moment. I had a wash, got dressed and came downstairs. I'm expecting a parcel, so I thought it would be easier to settle myself downstairs. I haven't done a lot so far. My ankle hurts a bit today. It's a bit painful. It was painful sort of last night and overnight, and it's painful again now. The pain feels like it's inside my foot, like it's sort of feels like a joint pain rather than a wound pain. But because I don't have normal sensation in my feet, I don't really know. I've never been able to feel anything in my feet, so I find it really hard to describe where the pain is. So it's tricky, but needless to say, my foot hurts. This morning I have watered some of my plants, and I've just got out the brick borrow set that we borrowed quite a while ago now, and I'm gonna have a go at this brick borrow set so you can send it back and so that Neil can borrow something else. I did a full vlog on the brick borrow process, so I'll leave a link to that below, but go and check that video out because the brick borrow thing is just such a good idea. So I'm gonna have a go at this. I will show you it when I've made it. I'm watching TV, I'm watching Working Moms at the moment. I don't know, I'm on season 2. I don't know how much I'm enjoying it because I don't know, like, it's about mothers and parenthood and I'm not sure how much I relate to it, so I guess I don't get a lot of it, but I want to watch it, something in the background, and what I wanted to watch has been removed off of Netflix, which was Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. I wanted to rewatch it. So yeah, anyway, I'm rambling. So day 6, downstairs in pain, gonna have a go at this brick borrow set, and I will catch up with you later. Plus I'm wearing bunches today and I'm wearing a stripy t-shirt that says adulting on it, which I think is quite the juxtaposition. Oh my god, why are you being so annoying? Wait, do! Don't steal the Lego! So this is the first panel done. It looks like you sort of do this mosaic on each panel and then you pop all the panels together. It's actually kind of therapeutic. It's fun clicking all the pieces on. So yeah, I'm getting a little bit of calmness from this, I guess. Fun. It's now been a week since my surgery. I'm downstairs again today because the parcel I was waiting for yesterday didn't come, so I'm downstairs again today waiting for it. I had a better night last night. I took a Nitol. Not a Nitol. Sorry, I took a sleeping pill, a Zopiclone, which worked really well, and I sort of slept right through until Neil went to work this morning, which was great. I am prescribed sleeping tablets and I try not to take them too often because I don't want to become dependent on them, but sometimes I just need to sleep without having a nightmare and without having a night terror. So yeah, I slept through last night, which was good. I feel tired today. We changed the dressing on my ankle last night just to check that it wasn't infected or looking red or, you know, looking weird. It was a little bit pink, but overall it looked okay, so we've redressed it. I have made a right bodge job of it though. It is terrible, but it'll keep my foot dry and it keeps the wound covered and clean, so I guess it's fine. It'll do for now, and it's next week, next Friday, the stitches are coming out, so it doesn't sort of need to be perfect, and I might change it again like after the weekend, depending on how the dressing holds out. We'll see. Obviously you don't want to expose it to like germs too much whilst it's healing, but I also kind of want to keep an eye on it, because the last couple of surgeries I've had, the wound has gotten really badly infected, so I am a little bit worried about it. But anyway, I finished this morning, I finished the brick borrow set that I started yesterday. So here it is complete. I'm about to break the whole thing apart now, so we can send it back so Neil can borrow something new. But it was a really fun set. There was a QR code so you could make like other patterns, and actually I found it really therapeutic, like clipping, like putting, it's a mosaic. I found it really therapeutic putting the mosaic together. And I do have one of those, like, you know, they released the dots sets. I've got one of those upstairs somewhere, so I might dig that out and have a play with that, because actually it was pretty therapeutic following the pattern and stuff. So yeah, so I'm gonna take that apart, parcel that all up and get that ready to be sent back. I've got another parcel that needs to be sent back, so I'm going to arrange for those to be collected from the house at the weekend. And then I think later on I'm going to have a go at make your own bracelets set that I got in Tiger in Bristol the other week. I tried to have a go last night, and I got really confused and it did not go well. I was confused by it all. It was a bit complicated for me. It might go in the bin because I got really stressed with it last night, and then the cat kept trying to like walk off with the string in her mouth, which was very frustrating. So yeah, that's my plan for later. But I've just got myself a cup of tea. I just reheated my hot water bottle, and that's it. Every time I get up I'm watering another plant, so I'm getting that done. I'm feeling okay. I was pretty overwhelmed yesterday, and I'm still feeling a bit overwhelmed today, but I feel okay. I'm okay. So it's been kind of a while since I started filming this, like, post-surgery recovery week in the life thing. And I think that's kind of how it goes. I had all intentions to sort of show a positive recovery experience and give you some tips and stuff, but it kind of, I don't know, I wasn't feeling positive, and I wasn't feeling it. Unfortunately, my recovery, the recovery's been fine. My surgery, I don't think worked. I think it's made things worse. I am actually today, which is why I've sat down now to make this video, this morning I am off to an orthopedic appointment to talk to my consultant about my next steps. Long story short, I had to switch surgeons for the surgery because the waiting lists were too long. I've now been switched back to my original long-standing consultant, and I'm going to go and meet with him today. So I just wanted to finish this video, I guess, and say that this is the reality sometimes of a surgery. It doesn't always go to plan. I've always very much believed in, if the surgery or procedure or whatever they've suggested has a tiny chance of helping, then I'm gonna go and take that risk because it might make it better. And so far, up till now, it always did. This last surgery, I think it has made things worse, and we're gonna see where to go next. So yeah, you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. So I wanted to leave you with two things. Firstly, I wanted to leave you just with some tips for your post-surgical recovery, which was my goal in the first place. And it's simple things. It's just sort of, you know, if you know you're going to be having a surgery, there are a couple of things that you can do to make your life easier. Talked about you know, ages ago, about limbos, and depending on the type of surgery you're having, investing in a limbo is a really good idea. Making sure you've got spare dressings if the surgery you've had is the type of thing that you can redress easily by yourself. Make sure you've got some of those dressings in your home. Make sure you've got things to do, you know, whether it's reading or word searches or TV to watch or jigsaw puzzles or cross stitch or playing games. Just make sure you've got a couple of things lined up to do to sort of take your mind off it, to, you know, give yourself a little escape from reality. And I would say make sure you've got more than one of those things. Don't tie yourself to one activity. Change it up, mix it up, because you're gonna get bored. Recovering from any surgery can be a little bit dull sometimes. So just make sure you've got a couple of activities on standby that you can easily grab, you can easily reach, and you can just pick up and put down, just to, you know, give you something to do. My next tip is food prep. So if you live alone or you need to sort of make plans to prepare food and things, I will say prep meals beforehand if you can make some stuff or leave some stuff to go in your freezer, or get yourself some easy microwave kind of meals or things that are easy to cook that don't involve sort of being up and about on your feet too much. Make sure you've got that kind of thing so that you're not having to, you know, as well as recover from surgery, you're not having to stand in the kitchen and cook a 3-course meal. So just make sure you've got some easy sort of grabby things that you can make or someone can make for you easily. That's a really good tip. Snacks are a good tip. Maybe keep snacks nearby. Salty snacks, I always say, are good. Some people weirdly prefer chocolate, but so yeah, make sure you've got some fun snacks, because it's more fun to eat fun snacks, and it just, I don't know, makes you feel a bit perkier. I think just it's a little bit of, I would say when you're recovering from surgery, don't deprive yourself of any joy. If it brings you joy, do it, because it's going to help your recovery. I think you need to be sometimes being quite a positive space to recover from a surgery. Sometimes you need to have a little bit of positivity about you, because if you let that negativity creep in, it can really bring you down. So, you know, joyful snacks, keep those on hand. I think another really good tip is make sure you've got someone to talk to. If you've got a friend or a relative or a partner or husband or wife or whoever, make sure you've got somebody to talk to and tell them how you're feeling. If you're not feeling great, tell them, because they might be able to help. They might have suggestions, and even if they don't, sometimes it's just nice to know that somebody listened to you. Talk to somebody. Just don't keep your feelings about anything. Just, you know, talk to people. It'll make you feel better. I think the last thing I want to say about recovering from surgery is that it doesn't always have to be, you don't, as much as I've said positivity and, like, you know, keeping upbeat and keeping joyful is good. It is okay to have a meltdown. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be cross. It's okay to feel like it's completely unfair. It's okay to sulk that you've had to have a surgery. Surgeries can be traumatic. Any surgery, however small, can be like a really big and traumatic deal. So give yourself that space to be angry or sad or whatever and not feel bad about it. It's okay to have a meltdown. So I guess the second thing I wanted to leave you with in this video is that going forward now, I think I have quite a big decision to make. This surgery hasn't worked. My options before this surgery were limited, and today I'm going to be talking to my surgeon about potential amputation. There are a lot of options to weigh up. There are a lot of things to think about. There are a lot of things to talk about. I don't have normal anatomy. I'd have to rely on my abnormal anatomy sort of holding up the stresses and strains of an amputation. But I wanted to mention it in this video because if this is something I'm going to go ahead with, I want to document that journey, because I think it will be cathartic for me, I guess, and I think it would potentially help other people. I've been trying to find, I don't know, someone with similar experiences to try and talk to, and I'm sort of coming up a little bit short. So I wanted to, if this is something I go ahead with, I wanted to put my experience out there and share it. So I guess I wanted to drop that news here first. And then, yeah, I think if after today amputation is the way we decide to go forward, then I want to document that journey here. I want to talk about it. I want to be open about it. I want my journey to help other people. And like I said, I think me being open and sharing that journey is going to help me ultimately as well. This long-winded round the houses trip a few months down the line from my actual surgery has been my week in the life post-surgery update. I doubt anyone has found this useful at all. It didn't really go where I planned it to go at all. And I have dropped some tips in there at the end for you for post-surgical recovery. And I guess this isn't an advice video as such. It's more of I don't know what this is. I don't know what half of what I do is. But there we go. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you as always for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be back soon with another video.